Welcome to Detroit, Michigan. Ford Field as we have a couple of teams colliding here in Motown, hoping to hit the right notes and walk away with a victory in the Quick Lane Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will get the first crack at it here. And here, the offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Childs. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it in the last minute. And this quarterback hasn't been able to find his rhythm on his first 2 throws. 3rd and 10 coming up. They're trying to get to it.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground that didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
And the Spartans decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. The Ducks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. On the run, it's James. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And those outside linebackers nowadays are so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This is a 3rd and long. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Time to take a shot. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll leave it with him. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Got his man downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Dropping back, it's Childs. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's kind of tough when QBs drop back and they're trying to protect the football and throw. A lot of times you get some good shots. If you rip at that football, you can cause an even bigger play, get that fumble built in the sack.
Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. The Ducks have moved it inside the 20. Snap from the gun on third down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that, but here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Getting some heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball, even if you can't see them. These guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Snagged in the middle, it's Stewart. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the tackler. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Looking for space, it's James. Not much room, he gets 1 down to the 7. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Looking for a man. It's Childs. Looking left. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quick handoff. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
They'll send out the kicker here. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Boy, that field goal really could have helped the mental health, but it's still a 13-point game. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Man, getting after the quarterback, man, getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch called for and made. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. To throw, it's Childs. Makes the grab down the middle. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Got it in the middle, it's James. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Throws to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Ducks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, Reese. 2 quarters down in the Quick Lane Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here in the bowl season looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Quick Lane Bowl.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted, and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
All right, defense, you're going to have to hone in here. You're going to have to turn the page. Just gave up a big pass, but all of a sudden the offense now is knocking on your doorstep. They're in the red zone. This defense, they need to step up here and make a play.
The Ducks will hustle to the line. They'll try the run. Sweet cut there. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man to the left. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Childs. Quickly out to the tight end. And tackled there by the defense. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. The play-action fake. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
The Spartans line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner will be brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's James. Tackled there by the defense. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun. Wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. He'll just keep slinging it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. A little screen to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On target to the left. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Childs. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. And they get the sack just like that.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Quarterback checking the play. They'll try to get outside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna let it fly. And that pass intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's James. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Trying to find his man on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Looking to pass, it's Childs. He's got him this time. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Hauls it in. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Velli. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he's looking downfield. He's got it on the move. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Spartans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he tacks on the extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Dropping back, it's Childs. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Got him downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting those progression.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. He's looking to throw. This time he's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Back to throw. It's Childs. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Spartans are threatening in the red zone. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
1st and goal, Michigan State.
He wants to throw it. Trying to get to it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They marched 79 yards on the drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. From the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's low. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.